All right, man, so today we're going to be talking about the update. We're just going to talk about the new character and the new level 4s. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Get this new character loaded up. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Can't view it inside of there anymore. So let's get out of here. We're going to go to character, center. We'll go ahead and click on her down here at the bottom. All right, here we go. We got the new character here. So first thing we're going to do is look at her stats. Trash 3-point. Don't recommend shooting threes with this character. She is not Sarah. Her mid-range shot isn't that good either. Looks like she's going to have to play more so inside the paint than anything else. Close shot, only 56. Also, not very good. Her follow-up shot is going to be kind of inconsistent. So she's doing a follow-up shot. You see her getting ready to come back down to the ground. Just start your box out, box her out before she hits the ground, and just hope that follow-up shot misses with that low close shot stat. But she does have a 65 in dunk. That's not the best, but for a center, it's actually pretty good, man, for it to be 65. I would like for that to be a little bit more, but it seems like she's more of a support-based character, so she can lock down on defense. I have took a little peek at her abilities. So next we're looking at the block stat with 69. Nice. That's a pretty nice block stat, man. She's going to be getting those blocks pretty consistently. She also doesn't have to be as close to the person dunking the ball as someone with a lower block stat. So that's definitely going to come in handy. But her power stat is 4 less than her block stat. It's not too bad being at 65. It's not as good as Daisuke. Not close to Vanessa, man. But that is not a bad power stat. You slap some more power on there, you should do just fine. Let's go ahead and take a look at the abilities. First up, we're looking at quick rebound. Y'all see my Clash of Clans notification up there. I couldn't get into my old account, so I started a new one on there. So quick rebound, Vanessa has this, Sarah has this, and it definitely comes in handy because the ball bounces more than once a lot of the time. And this quick rebound will also help you jump faster to sometimes win those rebounds over Rocket and Emma. She doesn't have a level 4 like Vanessa, though, so it's not going to activate as often. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. She also has this brand spanking new ability called Resisting the Rebound. So let's go ahead and read it. So grabbing the board while you're boxed out. There is a certain probability of a successful jump depending on the value of the confrontation. Now, I'm not sure how value of confrontation works on this game. I don't really play in the paint very much. Let's go ahead and download and watch this. Level 2 and level 3 just increases the chance of this activating by 15%. Let's see how this goes. Okay, she was getting boxed out by a Big O. That was her first mistake. But she managed to go ahead and snatch that rebound out the air. So we now have a character who can compete with people who are just constantly boxing them out. So Amy is not the only option for people who are bad at box outs. All right, so now we got resisting the block. So it says capping while being blocked by a blocker allows you to jump successfully. So cap distance is increased by 0.1 meter at level 2, and it's increased by 0.2 meters at level 3. Let's watch the preview. What? She has a chance to jump up and block the ball while she is in the getting screened animation. That is crazy, man. She's going to be a lockdown defender out here, bro. Those strategies where people are hiding behind strings like Fire King, it's not going to be as easy to actually get those free points off when you're playing against this character. So she has a grabbing block. Victor has a level 4 grabbing block. Nikolai has a level 4 grabbing block. And she also has a level 4 grabbing block now. And she blocked me from a crazy distance earlier, man. I'm talking Vanessa distance. It was ridiculous, bro. I was not expecting her to actually block that shot. So I don't want to say she's gonna make a name for herself inside the meta, because when Allen came out, I predicted that he would be the new best center, and I was completely wrong, because it's still hard to compete with someone like Emma. So now we're gonna talk about the brand new level 4s. First up, we're looking at David. So David now has a level 4 flash dribble. It does the same thing as Dora's does. There's a chance for him to not drop the ball when his dribble is blocked. But there is one thing I want y'all to take note of when it comes down to David's flash dribble versus Dora's flash dribble. David gets an additional plus 20 to his drifting distance, but Dora does not. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. Make sure you're not jumping prematurely against these David players, because their flash dribble now goes further to the side than it did before. That's going to help him create more space between him and his defender. And once he puts that space in between them, he can jump into a step back, even more space between him and his defender. And if that wasn't good enough already, he can do a defense 4-shot drift shot in the opposite direction to put even more space between him and his defender. So it's looking like Raccoon Digi just basically reworked his entire kit to revolve around taking wide open shots instead of being one of the best contested shooters. So next we're looking at Nico. Go ahead and click on point guard. Click on Nico. So Nico has a level 4 quick steal. It increases the triggering probability by an additional 10%, and it increases the success rate of your steal by 20% for a total of, what is that, 30%? So you got 10% at level 1, 10% at level 2 and 3, then you got 10% more at level 4. So yeah, it's looking like 30% extra chance to steal. Oh no, success rate of stealing plus 20%. She has a 40% chance extra of stealing the ball when this ability activates. She is now on par with Boa. I believe Boa gets 40% on her steal and dive. Well, dive and steal. Let's just go and take a look at that real quick. Because if she is now on par with Boa when it comes down to that, it is beautiful, man. So she gets 10%, 10%, and then 20% for a total of 40%. So Boa no longer has the highest chance of ripping someone. And if you want to get that extra 40% chance, you no longer have to pick Boa unless you want to be immune to screens. So yeah, man, that's basically it when it comes down to the update as far as I know so far. If I find anything else, I'll make sure I go ahead and let y'all know. But someone did want me to talk about the dyes that came in the last update, but 5 has a video on that. So if y'all want to know more about dyes, make sure y'all go ahead and go check that out. That's it. Now catch y'all on the next one.